Welcome to Homework Lib.
Given the information provided, let's address each part. So the sample mean can be found by taking the average of the lower and upper bounds of the 95% confidence interval. So the sample mean is going to be the lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. And so that would be 6.0. That would be the mean. The standard deviation is not directly provided in the information, but the standard error of the mean can be calculated using the formula. The standard error of the mean is the upper limit minus the lower limit divided by 2 times the critical value, which would be 1.96 at 95%. That's that critical Z. And so 6.4 minus 5.6 over 2 times 1.96 is 0.204. The sample standard deviation is related to the standard error of the mean. The sample standard deviation is the standard error of the mean times the square root of the sample size, and this would mean that, let's just call this 0.2 for simplicity. This would be 0.2 times the square root of 81, which is 9, which would be 1.8 for the standard deviation, roughly. So, using this information, we can now do a 98% confidence interval. A confidence interval is going to be the sample mean plus or minus the critical Z times the standard deviation over the square root of the sample size. And so we've got our mean of 6.0. Now at 98%, the critical Z is 2.617. Our standard deviation of 1.8 over the square root of our sample size 81. The lower boundary would be found by subtracting 6 minus 2.617 times 1.8 over the square root of 81 is 5.4766. You can round differently if you deem appropriate, and the upper boundary would be 6.5234.